And our financial and governance structures transparent enough to earn the trust of Gambians? These are just a few questions which are invoked in light of the topic, but I want to proceed by giving the panelists each maybe about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. We have an hour, I believe, to speak to the topic. And then afterwards, we will have questions from myself, perhaps, and from the audience as well. If I may begin with Mr. Ture, you're welcome. Oh, okay, you defer to the senior. All right. Yes, he defers to Mr. Sidi Ajata Uncle. You have the floor. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon, audience. When I received a text message from Mr. Jobate while I was in the provinces with the topic independence, democracy, governance, and the rest, I asked myself the question whether there isn't something fundamentally wrong in our country. 60 years after independence, we are still talking about independence. Something is wrong. Either we are not independent or we don't understand what independence is about. For me, independence has two fundamental meanings. Denotatively, it means to be free. And that's what it is in the dictionary. But connotatively, it means much more than that. When you are free to do what? When you are free from what? That's where the connotations come. This word has imperatives, very important imperatives. You cannot be independent without those imperatives in place. First, you must have knowledge. You must understand what that independence means. But before I go further, well, I'll come to that when I come to talk about democracy. If after 60 years we are still talking about independence, it means we are not independent. That's why we are still asking ourselves about our independence. And the reason is simply this. We acquired independence without knowing what it is and what it is about. And we have not bothered to learn about what it is and what it is about. Those who bothered to talk to you about it, people preferred, I think Gambians have a particular predilection to live, to wallow in falsehood. And that's the big problem in this country. Otherwise, the situation would have been totally different from what it is today. We would not be talking about independence, we would be talking about what independence implies. The imperative of assuming responsibility to manage your own affairs consciously. You know, people do manage their affairs unconsciously. Maybe that's what we have been into for the last 60 years. Because there is always a dictation from outside as to how we should organize ourselves, as to how we should spend our money, as to how we should manage our affairs. And that's the fundamental question about our independence. I'm very happy that I'm speaking with Mr. Ture, a person I have worked with in the Public Accounts Committee for decades. Maybe he